My wife, 3 months ago, decided to get married to another man.
She's married to both of you right now, you're saying?
Yes.
Do you have a baby together?
11-month-old.
And she's now pregnant again. Which husband is the father?
He is.
All right, let's meet husband number 2. Let's bring out John. You know she's married at this point?
Yes.
Okay. You taking the child away from the father, or are you taking the mother away from the child?
She doesn't love him.
You're like this slimy dirtball. And Michael's this pathetic guy. No.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
This is my wife. No, that's my wife. She's gonna be with me because she loves me.
You had a chance to act like this at your house. You're not gonna do it on my stage. Back your ass up right now. First of all, what you did is illegal. Why would you marry 2 guys?
My children deserved better, and so did I. Know your facts before you want to yell at me.
You're a dirtbag for marrying another guy's wife. Why did it have to come to this? You can either go out that door and be with Michael, or you can go out that door and be with John. Welcome to the show. My first guest is Michael. Why are you here, Michael?
I'm here because I am married to my wife, and my wife, 3 months ago, decided to get married to another man. She told me she was going to Las Vegas for a trip just to go have fun, and then she came home about 2 weeks later and told me she was married, but it wasn't legal.
And what do you say to that?
Well, I asked her why she did it. I didn't quite understand why she wanted to go do that, and she said, well, it was just supposed to be a joke. And I said, well, how do you figure it's a joke? If you want to be married to me, you think it's a joke. Anywhere you get married, they're going to make it legal. So I was very upset and depressed about that.
And how was your relationship with your wife before she went to Vegas?
It was good. It was going great. Everything was fine.
How long were you married to her when she went to Vegas?
We were married for a year.
And you're still married to her now?
Yes. But
Is this a guy she knew?
She met him in New Jersey. Talked to him on the internet. Only met him in Jersey once or twice. Talked to him on the internet. Decided to go and get married to him in about 2 months.
Did your wife ever cheat on? I'm assuming they slept together when they went to Vegas,
yes.
right? Did she tell you that?
Yes.
Why are you still with her?
Because deep down, she is a good person. She is a good wife. She can be a good mom.
Okay, good mom, good person, good everything. Not a good wife, right? If your wife goes and marries another man and sleeps with another man and disappears for 2 weeks, I don't know if I want to be in that marriage.
But see, I can't.
Or the other marriage. She's married to both of you right now, you're saying?
Yes.
And have you met this other guy?
Oh, yes. Yes, I've met him. He came down, decided to move down here. And while he was down here, he said he had enough money to stay in a motel. Well, his money ran out, and out of the kindness of my heart, I let him move in because I was scared my wife was going to end up leaving while he slept on the couch.
Okay, all right. Is this like a fake story, or?
No.
This is
true. This is honest to God true. No, he was supposed to stay there for a week or two just till he got a job and got some money, but instead I got to take care of him.
You got to take care of him?
Oh, yeah, because I got to pay all the bills and make sure he got.
Why are you doing that?
Because I didn't want to lose my wife because I know who she is.
So he's living under your roof?
Yes.
And does he have his own bedroom?
No, he slept on the couch.
Slept on the couch. Where does your wife sleep?
My wife slept down in the bedroom with me.
Do you work?
Yes, right now I'm laid off.
But I'm saying, at the time he was living with you, did you work?
No, I had unemployment coming in.
Okay, so what, you 3 of you all just sitting around the house?
No, he'd be asleep on the couch half the time, or he'd be going to the library all the time.
You don't seem too broken up about that
No.
One, your wife married another guy, and 2, you're letting the guy live in your house.
No, not anymore, because we got in a big old spat.
What you getting a big old spat about?
Because one night I decided to go to bed early while she stayed up, and I walked into our room to see where she was at, and he went to try to kiss her, and I got, well, mad as could be, and decided to punch a wall, and he walked outside and got in his car, and after that, everything went downhill between me and her, and she ended up
After
leaving.
that, it went downhill.
Oh, and yeah, it went downhill more, and she ended up moving out with her family along with him.
And do you have a baby together?
Yes.
Oh my God.
How old is your baby?
11-month-old.
And she's now pregnant again.
Yes.
Which husband is the father?
He is.
And how were you sleeping with your wife?
No.
Why not?
No.
Because he was?
There was no intimacy at the time. There was just nothing there.
Okay, again, why are you staying with her? You know she's married at this point.
Yes.
Okay. You're like this slimy dirtball. And Michael's this pathetic guy, so why don't you stand the hell up? No.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
This is my wife. My wife. She's gonna be with me because she loves me.
You had a chance to act like this at your house. You're not gonna do it on my stage. If there's no intimacy, there's nothing there. The guy's moved into your house, husband number 2. She's sleeping with this guy. Again, you say you don't want to lose her. What's to lose? You already lost her. She married another guy. When's the last time you had sex with her?
Last night.
Okay. Why are you here?
I'm here because I want to be able to see if me and my wife can make it and get the help that we need. To see if we can see what she wants. See if she wants him or me.
What help do you need?
To find out if she wants me or him.
Well, she's sleeping with the other guy. She married the other guy. The other guy moved into your house. She's pregnant by the other guy.
Yeah.
And you want her to pick you.
Work things out, yeah. I possibly could have taken a while.
Does she give you any idea that, or any inclination that she wants to work it out?
Yeah. She stays with me about twice a week. She comes there. And
how often does she stay with him?
Well, she's there, well, the rest of the week.
I don't know. 5 and 2.
Well,
You know. And so what is so special about this woman that you would allow this, all these things, her married, sleeping around, being with you 2 nights and with her other husband 5 nights?
Because before all this, she was a great person. She had the best personality in the world. She loved to have a good time. She's a wonderful mother. She took care of everything. If I got tired, she'd be more willing to take care of the children, everything. I mean,
But that's all changed now, right? Is she still good to you now?
Yeah, I mean, she's changing. I mean, she's been great.
But when she's walking out the door, and she's not going to spend the night with you, and you know she's going to spend the night with him, what are you thinking? How do you feel?
Well, it upsets me. It kills me.
And that's not enough to say, man, this is too crazy. I'm out of here. You married somebody else, go ahead. Go be with them.
I just can't let go that easy.
So you come to Chicago to be on my show,
yes.
and you want her to make a decision whether she picks husband number 1 or husband number 2.
Yeah.
And so she spent the night in your hotel room last night?
Yeah. Yeah, she spent the night with me, yeah.
She spends time with him. She spends time with you. It's not a joke anymore. What does she say to you?
That she does want to be with me. She wants to work things out.
Then why does she go back and be with him?
Because right now, I'm in the process of getting a home.
Oh, you're homeless?
No, I live with my family.
Okay, whether you got a house or not, I mean, most people, if they lost their house, they're not going to go, okay, well, I'll go stay with my other husband. I'll go stay with my other wife. It doesn't work like you. First of all, it's illegal to be married to 2 people, right?
Yes.
You're allowing your wife to go back and forth to her other husband. This isn't even, a story about young people cheating on each other. People do that. Who cares? This is a woman that you had a child with, that you were living with. This is your wife, and she marries another man. And come on, Michael. I don't find it normal that you would invite this man to live in your house because you were afraid of losing your wife. What the hell are you thinking, Michael? Why not grow a pair and throw the guy out, not even have him invited in your house? Another guy is having his way with your wife. He's living under your roof, eating your food, having your wife, doing whatever he wants. She spends more time with him. What exactly does somebody have to do to piss you off?
Takes a lot. Hurt my family, hurt my kid.
I think another man coming in your life and taking your
Yeah.
wife, that's hurting you. That's hurting your family.
It did. And it scared me for, well, okay, well, if I did this, what's she going to do? Is she going to leave? Is she going to take everything? Is she going out of my life
Can't you
permanently?
be all right by yourself?
No.
Why not?
It's been 3 years, and I've had this life, and I loved the life I had.
But that life is gone.
No, I don't believe that, though. I can't believe that.
Well,
Not until she tells me.
What's that?
No, unless she tells me. I can't believe that.
All right, you know what? We're going to find out. I'm going to ask you to leave the stage. I'm going to talk to the new husband, and I'll bring you out at some point. And what would you call yourself?
I would call myself a loving husband.
You know what? You're a tool. No.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
This is my wife. No, that's my wife. My wife. She's gonna be with me.
You had a chance to act like this at your house. You're not going to do it on my stage. All right, let's meet husband number 2. Let's bring out Gian. And they even picked the same chair.
Oh, my bad.
No, yeah, you can sit there. I'm just making
Damn,
a
there
lighthearted
you go.
moment. How
What's
you
up,
doing?
Steve?
How you doing, John?
Good, and yourself?
I think you might be the first guy ever to wear a suit on my show.
Thank you. Gotta look good.
So, Jessica, you meet her over the internet,
Correct.
Michael says. Did she ever tell you that she was married?
Yes.
And so, tell me the story.
Well, we met online. We spent a couple of days together back in September of 2008. Then she went back to Michael, obviously, back here, back in Illinois. So we continue our conversation, and I invite her back to New Jersey.
And you know she's married at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
But
And you know they have a child together?
Yes.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Not supposedly, they do.
I'll wait for DNA testing on that one.
Whoa. It doesn't matter about DNA.
No.
There is a child.
Yes.
Okay, whether you want to believe it's not his or it's his,
Right, no,
there's a
of
man taking care of a child with a woman that he's married to. Who the hell are you to decide whether there's DNA or whatever?
I'm not one to decide.
You know what? I don't like that smarmy answer of yours. So why don't you stand the hell up? Okay, so you know there's a child. She comes out to New Jersey, then what happens?
We spend 2 weeks together. Then I ask her to marry me, and we fly over to Las Vegas and get married.
And wouldn't you say, hey, you know what? Whatever, you met her, you know her for a couple weeks, you know she's married, you know she's raising a child with this man who says he is the father, which I'm going to take it on face value, he is. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have to prove to any other man that my children are mine, and I certainly don't have to give a damn DNA test to anybody. So what the hell are you doing marrying a woman that's already married?
Well, of course, any man would ask themselves that same question. Now, of course, she, when we were talking over the internet, goes on and states that they don't love each other anymore, they're planning to get a divorce. So I say, great. Then that means that gives me an opportunity.
Okay, you know what? You're a tool, but
I'm a
You know, I don't know. I don't know guys like you and Michael. I really don't. Why don't you say, get divorced before you marry me? Why, do you love her?
Oh, with every ounce of my
With
body.
every ounce of your body. Every ounce.
Every ounce.
So you let the woman that you love commit a crime. You know it's illegal to be married to more than one person.
Yes, it is.
Do you feel okay that you're tearing
No.
up a family?
No, I'm not okay with it, but she doesn't love him.
Okay. You know what? That could be it. If she doesn't love him, everybody's entitled to, if you don't love somebody and she loves you, she could be with you. But why wouldn't you demand, I want you to be divorced before you marry me?
Because there may not have been another opportunity like there was then.
How do you feel that the woman that you love, that you married, is married to another man?
Well, I would have to say, the word that comes to mind is hate.
Who do you hate?
Him.
Why?
Well, because he's never been honest.
How do you know?
Oh.
How about the wife that marries two guys? How long do you know this woman?
Known her for a good now 5 months.
5 months. And you can determine in that 5 months, the woman that you married, that's married to another guy, that she's so honest and, oh my God, a relationship gone bad, she wouldn't have any incentive to say anything bad about this guy.
No one is perfect in this
You
world.
hate him, right?
With a passion.
Why'd you move into his house?
He, if I can clap the one,
Why?
as they say.
As
You
who
may
says?
hate- you
As
may-
who says?
Anyone can say this. You
I mean,
may
yeah,
hate-
I could say it, but who
you
cares?
may hate a man, but
You'll sleep on his couch.
no, no, but
Especially if you're broke. And you
But
already
you-
married his wife. Is that what the saying goes?
no. Say, you can offer help and you can take it, but it is your choice to offer it. He
And it's your
offered-
choice
he-
to take it.
Yeah, and I took it as an act of kindness.
Yeah, and it was an act of kindness to steal his wife and marry her?
To give her a better life, yeah.
Was it an act of kindness to get her pregnant while she's still married to him? Was that an act of kindness?
I would say to be a better family, yeah,
For who?
for us, me and her.
So he's just out of the picture. Screw him.
Forget him.
Forget the other kid too, right?
No.
So what? You're going to take his child away from him? You're
No.
going to take. What are you going to take? You taking the child away from the father, or are you taking the mother away from the child? What are you doing?
Neither. My involvement is with her, the future, the present, and the new family that is made among us.
When did you get discharged?
Discharge? Never. I never served in the army.
Because you know what you're saying is not normal. Not even close to normal. Like, you're like this crazy guy in a suit. No.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
This is my wife.
My wife, she's gonna be with me
Hey,
because she loves me.
You had a chance to act like this at your house. You're not going to do it on my stage. Back your ass up right now.
You are the five.
Get off my stage. This must be the most magical woman in the world. He stays with his wife. He lets her cheat on him, and he's afraid to lose her. So he lets the guy that's sleeping with her, married her, sleep on his couch. And then you'll sleep on the couch. He give you a nice little cover too. Give you a nice little blanket?
Yeah, exactly. It was,
Did
you know,
he
beige
his
and...
refrigerator full of food?
No,
No?
not really.
How'd you eat?
I actually was working at that time. When I moved in,
Well, why'd you move in then? If you had a job, you're making your money, why don't you stay at the motel?
because when you work as a server, during these economic times, you really can't
Oh, these
get...
economic times.
Well, think about it. Could you really find a normal paying job towards the end of the month?
What do you know about normal?
I'm actually a graduate of the University of as an accountant with an associate's degree.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Sure. I am a graduate of the University of an associate's degree.
Okay. I took college courses at the University of Maryland when I was in the Marine Corps. And I don't have an associate degree, and nobody else is married to my wife.
Hey.
I like the way that you turned into a robot during the middle of my interview.
Well, you know, I just had to make it clear for
I'm
you.
barely a high school graduate, so you do have to make it clear for
Yeah,
me.
I guess so.
I've had to fight and claw my way to the position I am at today without an associate degree.
Well, everyone fights.
Not
claw.
him.
Oh.
Not Michael doesn't fight. You don't fight. You let your wife remain married to another man. And you let your wife go spend a couple nights a week spending with him. And what do you think they're doing when she's with him?
From what I'm told, of course.
And from what I'm told, he took care of business last night.
Hey, that's his thing. You know, it's his word. Whether it's the truth or not, we'll never know.
Did your wife spend the night in a hotel room with him last night?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Not my business.
Was she laying next to you last night?
No.
So there's a good chance she was laying next to him.
Probably.
And so you allow this?
No. I actually was told, you know, because obviously, you know, some people tend to tell the truth, and you have to give them the benefit of doubt sometimes.
Who would that be?
Jessica.
She tells the truth?
Hey, from what I know, she's been truthful.
Let me ask you, hypothetically,
Yes.
so crazy idea I'm going to throw out at you. If she did sleep with him last night, what are you going to do?
Now that's a very good question. What am I gonna do?
Slow it down for me.
Sure, not a problem. Let me break it down for you.
Do you always talk like this?
No.
Or just for me?
Yeah,
I'm
it is
special?
just- yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It is you,
It is me?
Steve Wilkos, the
know.
man.
Yeah, okay. Better watch out. I might take your wife. That's right. I don't like to share. So, if she did sleep with her husband number one, what would you do about it?
To be honest with you, he has every right. Because he is the husband. I'm not just gonna go and say, okay, you know what? You can get the hell out of my life because you slept with him.
This is real nut jobs, man. Because you are who you are, right? This isn't like a story you're telling to just be on TV. This is the truth.
Yeah. Why would I make something up
That's
like
what I tell people.
Yeah,
ask me.
exactly.
I say, why would they say this? Why would you do this? You don't get paid for coming on my show, right?
No.
And we have legal documents that you. These are both marriage certificates for each one of them. Okay. This one's Michael's marriage certificate, and this is John's marriage certificate. So you are legally married. You got married in Vegas, and they got married in whatever state this is. Oh, state of Illinois.
Now there you go.
Governor Blagojevich. First of all, what you did is illegal.
Know your facts before you want to yell at me.
You can either go out that door and be with Michael, or you can go out that door and be with John. Now, you're living with her family, right?
Correct.
You're living with her. She lives with you 5 nights a week. She lives with Michael a couple nights a week. You're living with her family. What do you have to offer her?
I have more to offer her than he will ever be able to. Because you have to ask yourself this. Why would he let his wife go to another state and be with another man?
Well, did he know that she was going to Las Vegas to be with another man?
Well, obviously, since that's what he states.
He didn't say that. She said that she was going to Vegas. He didn't know that she was going to go and be with you and get married. I tend to believe that for some reason.
Like
See,
I said.
You know what? Here's what I got so far. Really, and I'm just giving you my opinion. You're like this slimy dirtball. You know, that's how I feel about you.
Oh.
And Michael's this pathetic guy, but he's not a bad guy. I think he needs to stand up and be a man and say, he wants his wife to make a decision. I think he should make the decision for her and say, you want to be with this guy? Go right ahead. Michael, the husband number 1 wants to say something to husband number 2.
Oh,
Let's
where
bring
is
him
he
out.
coming out? Where is he at? Which way is he coming?
No.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
This is my wife.
My wife. She's gonna be with me.
Hey,
because
hey,
she loves me. No, she loves me, bro.
Hey,
You know?
shut up. Shut up. Hey, listen.
Listen to Steve.
You had a chance to act like this at your house. You're not going to do it on my stage.
Oh, no, but we have enough to do it behind my back.
Hey. Now you want to play tough guy? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Well, I'm telling you, you're not going to act this way on my stage. You had a chance to do it in your house. You invited that guy into your house. He slept on your couch. If you wanted a piece of him, you could have took care of it at home. So, I'm going to give you a chance to talk, but I suggest you back your ass up right now. Now, I'm going to step off the stage, but I'm telling you right now, you better not go after that man. Like I said, you had all the chance in the world. You're not going to put on a little show for my audience now. Do you understand me? You talk with your mouth.
You're a better man than me on what day? What day have you ever done anything for? You lay on the couch all day? Oh, let's have the kids over so I can just sit there and do nothing. 90% of the time I was buying her cigarettes and stuff so you could smoke them. Otherwise, you steal her cigarettes. Why should she be sleeping? And you're telling me you can be a better man than me by taking care of her, but you've done nothing for her, but lay around and do nothing.
Oh, my God.
Let me see. I haven't done anything for her.
Oh, no.
Okay. When was the last time you really held down a job?
Oh, well, I got one right now.
Exact none.
I've been making income.
Wrong answer.
Oh, you're right. I've not had no income at all. I had
no,
I have a
that's
house
right.
and everything else. What do you
no,
have?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You're living with families.
Unemployment coming in. Yes.
How's this about jobs?
Oh, hold on. We're getting to it. Hold
How
on.
about, no, let's get to the fact that you married his wife. Let's start there. I see the smiling idiot and, you know, the guy that is, I don't know what the hell's your problem.
Remember, crazy man in a suit.
Yeah, the crazy man in the suit. Thank you. But you know what's sad here is he has a child. There's an 11-month-old child involved in this story. There's a baby on the way that he admits that is yours, and you scare the crap out of me as a father thinking that you're a dad, that you're going to be a dad, because you just stand there smiling, and I want to let this guy go and wipe the smile off your face, but he had the chance.
Yeah, you had your chance. But like I said, if you
And I'm like, but I mean, like, you know, how about having some self-respect for yourself? Both of you guys. You married to me, you married another guy, goodbye. You know what? You want to be with me? Get divorced first before you be with me. You know she's going back and forth on both you guys. You slept with her last night?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you slept with her. Are you lying about it or are you telling
No.
the truth? Telling the truth?
I'm telling the
When's
truth.
the last time you slept with her?
The night before.
The night before.
And the night before that, and the night before that.
Wow, that's wonderful, though. Sleeping with him, sleeping with you. Where's the love? Where's the commitment? Where's the commitment?
Let's let her decide who she really wants.
This better be
that's fine by
the
me.
best-looking woman that ever walked out on my
Or
stage.
the future and the
Oh,
chance.
the chump. The chump. That's right, chump.
Crazy guy in a suit, exit there. I'll bring you back out.
All right.
You know, nothing in your pants, go out this way. Let's bring out the most desirable woman in the world, Jessica. Oh, do I let her sit on my stage? I mean, really? Yeah, you're pregnant. That's right. You're pregnant. But I want to know is, I'll just start out real simple. Why would you marry two guys?
Because Michael knows that I want nothing to do with him, and I've been trying to get a divorce for the past year, and he won't do it.
And why do you want to get divorced from Michael?
Because Michael, when I first met Michael, Michael was a great guy. He had a
They all
wonderful
are
job.
in the beginning.
Huh?
They all are in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Right.
Believe me, I've been through a lot of them. But he had
I'm sure you have.
he had a wonderful job, and all of a sudden, it's like he gave up. He wanted to live off of his family. He wanted to live off unemployment. It was public aid, public housing, and I got tired of it.
Why would you be with John? He's living with you and your family, right?
Yes.
So how is he providing any more for you than Michael did?
He actually has a job. Michael still has no
Well, then
job.
why are you living with your family?
Because nobody has told anybody out here the reason that we actually left my house.
Why are you living with two husbands at once anyways?
I don't live with two husbands at once. I
You
live with
did
one.
at one time.
That wasn't my choice. Michael let
That
him
is
live
your
there.
choice. You married him, and then you married him, and then you had the second husband move in with the first
I
husband.
did not have him move in. Michael went behind my back and told him he
Well,
could live
wouldn't
there.
you say that's crazy?
I did tell him. I told him that he was freaking nuts and he needed to let him go. He needed to go back to the hotel. And Michael said, no, I'll let him stay. I need the money anyway.
Why didn't you go stay in a motel with John?
Because I had my children there.
Well,
I'm a mother before I'm a wife.
Okay, that's good. So as a mother, why would you go and marry another man when you're still married to this guy?
Because this guy's a
You know what? We've had pedophiles on the show that were more like than you.
Really? Wow.
You're one of the creepiest guys I've ever had on my show. Get off my stage. You either go out that door and be with Michael, or you can go out that door and be with John.
You are the five.
Get off my stage! What do you really love about John?
I love how he makes me feel.
And how long have you known John?
I've known John for almost 6 months.
6 months.
Yep.
And that's, while you're still married to another man, that's enough to know somebody to jump into a, would you say it's a lifetime commitment with John?
Well, I don't care how long me and John know each other. I've got the rest of my
No, I'm
life to
saying,
know him.
do you, well, it's a good idea to probably get to know somebody
I didn't know
really
Michael.
up front. So you just marrying guys left and right you don't know?
Me and Michael were on and off for this whole 3 years. We haven't been married for a year.
How long have you been married?
We will not be married for a year till May. Our son,
So you're not even been married a year and you married
No.
another guy?
because Michael knew that I did not want
For
to
the
be
sake
with
of your
him.
children, for the sake of your children, wouldn't it be a good idea to take your time to really get to know a man before you married him for the sake of your children? Why do you keep having kids? Why'd you go and get pregnant right away with John?
I didn't try to get pregnant with John.
Well, you ever heard of responsibility? Making sure if you're not ready to have children, you take actions not to have children?
I did take actions. I went into surgery and they told me it'd take 6 weeks. And after 8 weeks, I got pregnant. Know your facts before you want to yell at me.
Oh. Because my facts aren't right. You're married to two men at the same time, right? You said you just run through men left and right. You didn't even know Michael when you married him. You really don't know John when you married him. So my facts are wrong?
Yep.
Oh, you're really putting yourself in a good light.
What, you never did something stupid in your life? I'm sure you have.
I didn't marry anybody after a couple weeks, no.
Well, that's you.
I didn't have children with anybody I've known for 5 months. Never. Did you sleep with Michael last night?
No, Michael tried to get me to sleep with him, and I wouldn't. And we wasn't in no hotel room because we just showed up here this morning. So where do you get a hotel room at?
I don't know. He said that.
We were
I
at his
asked him.
mother's last night, and he knows damn good and well the
You
only
slept
reason
at his mother's last night?
I stay at his house 2 nights a week to see my son.
Why, does he have your son?
He has temporary custody of my son because I'm going to DOC.
You're going to jail?
Yes. I get to serve a year. I leave next Saturday.
What are you going to jail for?
Michael turned me into probation, and I got a probation violation.
Okay. And you're not going to see your kids. Well, they might come visit you in
No.
jail, right?
No, they won't. I will not allow them to see me like that.
So your children aren't going to see you for a year.
No.
Does that bother you at all?
That bothers me, and I hate Michael for it. And Michael knows that.
It's his fault.
He's the one that called him.
Wouldn't he have a right to be mad that you went, you left him, you married another guy before you were even divorced?
He knew I was going. He's the one that told me to go. He's the one that took me to the airport. And he's also the one that stole John's debit card to try to pay for me a flight back home because he wanted me to come home so bad. If he did not know, how did he get all this? Come on. The boy's stupid.
I think that label goes for everybody that's on my stage. So you're going to jail, and your baby, I'm assuming how long?
8 weeks.
You're 8 weeks. So you do a year in jail, you're going to have your baby in jail.
Yeah, and it goes to John.
And then it goes to John.
Yep.
And see, here's the thing that scares me. You say you know John, you've known him for 5 months. But, you know, and during that 5 months, you're not with him every night because 2 nights a week you stay with Michael's family so you can see your son.
Yep.
So you really don't know this guy. You say all you want that you do, but you don't. And, you know, not the best track record in the world. And while you're in jail, your baby's going to be born, taken away from you, and given to John. Mm-hmm. And you're totally comfortable with
No,
that.
I'm not comfortable with that at all because I see how he is half the time with my kids. He's never been a dad.
And how is he with your children?
He teaches them. He tries to guide them, but he has, same as Michael, a very low tolerance for children.
Don't you, as you feel for yourself, don't you deserve more than really either one of these guys? Don't you deserve for a man to put the time in with you, to be with your kids? Let's say a year of being good to you, treating you right, showing that a man has
That still
a
wouldn't be
high
enough for me.
tolerance?
They could spend 10 years with me, and it's not going to be enough to prove to me anything.
Well, if you're marrying guys with low tolerance for kids, who's going to suffer?
Apparently not my kids because they're not around them long enough.
Let's bring Michael back out. What do you want to say to your wife? Please don't sit down. What do you want to say to her?
That's the way you feel, and that's who you want to take care of your children and you. Then why don't you go ahead and take him and shove him?
I have to come to your mom's to see my 11-month-old child.
You've not asked to have him.
You're right, I haven't. I've asked many a times, Michael.
Well, why don't you have your child?
Because, like I said, I was in jail, and Michael went behind my back and told them that I was
you went to jail and
abusive
then
to
he
him.
took your son.
He waited till I was in because he was afraid that I was going to stand up to him.
No, because you told me you wanted a divorce and you were leaving me, so...
So you had to wait till I went to jail to try to take my son? What kind of piece of does that make you that you can't stand up to me?
Listening to her, I think she told you she wanted a divorce. Why the hell wouldn't you let her get a divorce?
She can have it.
Why now?
That's the way she feels. She wants it.
Why now, though? Why did it have to come to this? You know, the truth of it is, she's on probation for whatever she did or whatever. But the truth of it is, if you did call her in, I mean, you know, no matter what your bitter feelings are for her, you're sending the mother of your child to jail for 11 months.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you did. There's too much.
did not call
It's pretty
her.
bad. The probation officer said that you're the one that did
Listen,
it, Michael.
you know, Are you a trustworthy guy? Do you tell
No.
the truth?
No,
Yes.
she
You
don't.
said you were with her last night. She says no way in hell.
Oh, yes, I was.
You know what? Just the way you answered that, I know you're lying.
No, I'm not.
You know. Let's bring Crazy Suit Guy back out.
What, I can't smile?
You can.
Okay, thank you.
You just give me the creeps, that's all. You know what? We've had pedophiles on the show that were more like than you.
Really? Wow.
Get with the talking.
We've had really bad guys that were less creepy than you.
You know that I can give you the future that you and the kids deserve. Not Michael. He's had his chance. Why not be with your present and your future and just let go of that? Because he's had his chance. And what has he done? Nothing. It is time
Okay,
Tip.
okay. You know what? I'm cutting you off.
to make your decision.
Okay. Here's the deal. Why you didn't grant this woman a divorce and let her go? You're a young guy. You made a big mistake. But you know what? Some point in your life, you better grow up and learn to have a little backbone and make a decision and stand up for yourself. Have some self-respect for yourself, Michael. Don't allow this to happen. But you know what you also do? Don't let your child be a pawn in your bitter game with somebody. Goodbye. Goodbye. And I don't know what your story is, but no matter what, you're a dirtbag for marrying another guy's wife. And not wait for her to get divorced, letting her, she's already got legal troubles, and then you compound it by letting her commit another crime. You're one of the creepiest guys I've ever had on my show. I'm glad I never have to see you again. Get off my stage. And you know what? You can be with whoever you want. And no, you know, live your life the way you see fit. Bringing children to the world, you take responsibility.
I know.
And you know what? You shouldn't be bringing any more in. But now it's the end of the show, and just by walking out the door, you can either go out that door and be with Michael, or you can go out that door and be with John. It's your decision.
I done made my choice. I took off my ring to Michael a long time ago.
Well, then go out the door that you want to be.
I will do that.
I hope you and John are very happy together.
We will be.